higher unemployment. But this is an opportunity for our community and people who are thinking of going into business, yes, to take that step and look up to set up these businesses and perhaps even take on employees as well.
Well, thank you very much. We're just going to a short break, and inshallah we will see you on the other side of the break. Thank you very much, and see you after break. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and welcome back to Tax It Easy with my guest Sami Higab and of course our tax expert Tahir Beg. Now, just before the break, we were talking about tax advantages for setting up a company outside or out of the area of the southeast of England, and you were just going to elaborate a little bit that you can have national insurance allowances where they don't start paying national insurance for the first 5,000 and then it starts. So why are they giving it up north and not to the whole country?
Well, the reason is southeast London, which includes London as well. So these areas are excluded. And what I was saying is one of the reasons the government would have done that is because in certain parts of the country there is more unemployment. This is to encourage people to set up new businesses and hence to reduce unemployment in those areas. And it's an incentive for people to set up businesses, take on new people on board, and these are for small businesses because it is available up to a maximum of 10 employees.
Right.
Yes, for these new businesses to set up, and it's 5,000 per employee, and this is available for the next 3 years.
Right.
So you know,
3 years starting from the budget or from
yes,
January?
Yes, it has already started.
It's already started, right.
Yeah. So in way it is to encourage new businesses and of course carry on promoting those businesses for the next, hopefully next 2-3 years. By that time it is hoped that the economy will turn around.
Great.
So that's the idea. But you know, Ramkin, just if I can mention on this particular issue, the philosophy of this government is very different from what it was in the Labour Party. I mean, we are not talking politics here, but we have a new government which is conservative and liberal government. The previous one was Labour. So this government has targeted very much the business sector, and they're trying to encourage the private enterprise to flourish and hopefully revive the economy. The other side is that they are actually cutting back a lot on public funding. So this is something people have to bear in mind, that anybody who is on benefits or working in the public sector, that is definitely going to be cut. And this is an opportunity for our brothers and our community, and I've always put this forward, that we should be standing on our own feet.
Yes,
we should be givers and not takers from the system. You know, like I mentioned even before, that there's the hadith of Rasulullah sallam, the upper hand is better than the lower hand.
Yes.
Yes. So we should be that upper hand. We are the community. We should be working. We should be able to stand on our own feet and contributing to the economy. And this government, I feel, is helping and assisting private enterprise, private businesses, private individuals by creating these opportunities. So where we can utilize these opportunities, we should do so.
Absolutely. And Sami, I know that you cannot wait to take calls. So for everyone, if you the number will appear on the screen, and if you've got any questions for Sami
and Tahir and you
and Tahir, do call in because Sami cannot wait. Sami, you've got a question.
I've got lots of questions.
Okay, Sami.
I think the government should do more to stimulate the economy, especially small start-up businesses as well. But what I want to ask Tahir here is, can existing companies take advantage of this situation where you started a new business somewhere north of the country, perhaps moving part of their services or something? Can they do that, or they have to?
Well, no.
They have to re-register as a new company.
It is a totally new business. That's what it is. So if we are really moving from here to there, that's not applicable because it is already an existing business.
Right.
This is for totally new business.
And they don't have to have 10 employees. They can start with 1, 2,
They can
3,
start with one.
and then go up to 10.
Yes. You know, businesses, as you know, it takes time to grow.
Right.
So this is an encouragement for new businesses, because one of the other thing is, which we should all be aware, is that the national insurance is going to go up by 1 percentage point from April.
Okay.
So that's, again, it's a cost to business. But this helps those businesses, especially, outside London, outside southeast of England, which want to set up. They will save national insurance. I mean, 5,000 per employees, I personally feel is quite a substantial figure. So it is a good opportunity.
And the personal allowance has gone up by £1,000 as well, so that will stimulate and help get people off benefits maybe, and to do something.
Well, yes, this benefit culture is going to be tightened up. I mean, this is a stated government policy. For example, one of the things which they have said is that the working family tax credit, it is going to be available for people. Previously it was up to 50,000. It is going to be down to 40,000. So these are some of the cutbacks which are already in the pipeline.
Just explain that again. What is 40 and 50? Do you mean savings of 40 and 50?
No, total earnings.
Total earnings in the family.
Earnings, that's right, yes.
I was going to say 40, 50,000.
No,
very high.
it is. I personally thought it was high even before.
Yes.
You know, why should, this is a government policy, we are not here to discuss government policy, but I thought it was a bit on the generous side.
Yes.
But yes, this culture which has developed over the years, whereby, you know, people have become too dependent on the state, I think we need to, my personal view is we need to move away from there. We need to be independent and stand on our own feet and actually be contributing into the society, and our community has a role to play in that.
Absolutely.
So let me understand this regarding the family tax credit. So, like a married couple, for example, they're earning £20,000 each. For the first 7,000, that's the personal allowance, isn't it?
Yes.
And the rest of it, they're going to pay tax.
That 7,000 comes into play next year.
Next year. But let's assume that we're in next year now. So we're claiming the 7,000. And on top of that, they can also claim tax credits.
Sammy, this is exactly what I'm trying to say. We should not be looking at these tax credits or this. We should be saying that, well, we are earning 20,000, the other couple is earning 20. Well, let's manage our affairs on 40,000. Let's not be relying upon any of these benefits where we can.
I'm with you 100% here. However, the cost of living is going to go up. Tax is 20%, so we've got to, face the reality effectively.
Well, we all have to tighten our belts
and buy smaller clothes.
Go to Mother Care.
It's going to happen. We've had a good innings.
Yes.
Let's not.
And let's go back to basics.
Let's go back to basics.
And let's forget the chocolates and luxury foods.
They're essential.
Just the bare essential, just to get through.
Yeah, it's not that bad, Tom.
So when I come, I get half a sandwich instead of full sandwich when I come and visit you.
Yes. And you know, you're absolutely right.
Yes.
But sandwiches, if you take away the sandwiches, and they're cold sandwiches, they are still 0 rated. The moment you sit down in the restaurant or the cafe and start to eat that same sandwich, it now becomes wettable.
That's why you was giving me sandwiches when I come to visit. I was wondering.
And that was a takeaway.
And that was a takeaway. Yes.
How about meat? If I was to buy lots of chicken, is that 0 rated?
No, it is still 0 rated, but you know, when you cook that meat in your restaurant or cafe and you sell it as hot food, and if your business threshold, which is currently you have to be VAT registered, where the threshold is 70,000 over a 12-month period, that hasn't changed in the budget. It is still 27,000.
So that's why when you go to certain shops, they say take away or eat in.
Yes,
exactly. If it's eat in, it's more expensive.
Yes, because it now becomes wettable. And it's hot food.
That's why they say.
But you see, not all do, because some of the big name stores, they will ask you whether it is sit-in or takeaway, because they want to package it differently for takeaway and differently if you want to sit down and eat there. But these are luxuries.
Yes.
If you stick to the basic...
I was going to say steak to the biscuit.
Yeah, I wish it was steak and chips, That's the basic.
It's the basic.